Hey guys, Break here, and welcome back to the next episode of my Vanilla Gold Challenge. Or should I say Classic Gold Challenge? Don't really know what to call it these days. So a quick update from where we were last time. I am now level 28. Don't know what level I was the last episode, but I have been trying to level quite a bit. So that's been going slowly, but slowly getting up there. Now, I've heard that mages are really overpowered at sort of power leveling and grinding with AoE farming. That's not something I'm planning on doing, but I will bear it in mind in case I get really desperate and really want to speed things up. But for now, I'm just going to do my questing. In terms of my professions, I'm now almost 200 in herbalism and 146 in tailoring, so we are going up nicely with our professions. But I am thinking of dumping herbalism, maybe even this episode, and replacing it with alchemy. So that's something to think about. I probably will do that this episode because I'm a bit bored of just farming herbs now, and I want to get onto the serious gold making, and I think alchemy could help me do that. So that's something I probably will do. And right now we are on 51 gold 70. I did buy quite a few spells, which are now pretty expensive, so that's what's been costing me most of my gold. Anyway, let us collect the mail. We have a few things to repost on the auction house. So first of all, we have 14 gold, and most of this is just random herbs, random tailoring stuff that we found, and of course some elemental fire, which I got from questing. I think it was in the Stone Talon Mountains. There was a quest where we had to kill some fire elementals, and I managed to get an elemental fire from them, and it sold for 5 gold each on my server, so that's pretty huge. I was very pleased about that. So in the next lot of mail, we have ourselves 22 gold. I flipped some crawler meats, some briarthorn, which I farmed, a bright mantle. I don't know if I made that or if I just sort of found it and sold it. Some more herbs, some potions, which I've been flipping, some more herbs, and some more tailoring gear. That's pretty much all the gold I'm making at the moment, is either flips or my tailoring or my herbs that I farmed whilst leveling, and that's pretty much that. But anyway, that's pretty nice, and it's going to take us above the 80 gold mark, almost to the 90 gold mark, and hopefully we could get above the 90 gold mark in a second. So here is another 6 gold 48, again just mostly from flips, all of this. A few Swift Thistle sales. Swift Thistle is so good. It seems that Briarthorn is basically the best herb to farm on my server, at least until you get up to the really high levels of herbalism and can get the herbs which sell for loads. But Briarthorn's so good because the Briarthorns themselves sell for almost 10 silver. I know I was selling them for 5 silver here, but when you sell them in stacks of 10, they can sell for like 10 silver each. And then you get the Swift Thistles which sell for like 40 silver each, so you know, depending on how many you get per herb, you're getting over 1 gold basically each time you find a Briarthorn. And considering Briarthorn's such a low level herb, that's pretty powerful. So over 1 gold each time you find a Briarthorn, and you can find them at like level 20 or even less, so that's pretty overpowered. The rest of the herbs just don't seem that good on my server, unfortunately, until you get, like I say, to the very highest levels. And lastly, we've got ourselves 3 gold 70. Some sandworm meat, which we flipped pretty nicely, so we made a bit of gold from that, and then just some things that have expired in the mailbox. So there we go guys, 98 gold 70. We're so close to that 100 gold mark. That's quite annoying, so close to getting over it. But yeah, that is quite a big deal. So just from these really simple things, low level tailoring, low level herbalism, and a bit of auction house flipping, and we've made our first 100 gold, and we've hardly spent any time on it really. Now I know a lot of people keep asking for my slash played time, but I don't really see why that would be useful, because most of my slash played time has been just me AFK, because I don't want to log out, because then I have to face a massive queue time half the time. So usually I'm just kind of sitting around AFK. Sometimes I'll just be sniping for like 5 hours straight whilst I'm watching a film or something. So again, most of the time I'm pretty much AFK, so if I give you a slash play time, it's going to be terrible. Also, I'm very slow at leveling. Like I'm new to Classic. I never played the private servers or anything, so I am very slow at the leveling. So I mean, we can do a slash play for you guys, but it's not really going to tell you anything about how much time I've actually spent gold making. So look, my slash plate is 3 days, 20 hours, which, like I say, is probably quite terrible for getting to level 28. But I'd say at least half of that I've been AFK, just doing random things, or just standing around AFK whilst I go do something IRL because I don't want to log out and face the queue times. But if you guys really do want a slash played after each episode, I can give you one, but like I say, do not think it will be very useful. I'm just going to post the rest of these. I really like tailoring. I'm glad I picked it, especially because I'm a mage as well. I feel it kind of fits with the vibe, so I'm going to keep it. Oh yeah, guys, I also sold a rune of teleportation for like 1 gold earlier. Those are the things you can buy from the vendors in the capital cities for 10 silver or 9 silver, depending on your reputation. And I sold it for 1 gold. And they're now at 50 silver each, so I have noticed some of the vendor items can make you a pretty nice bit of profit in Classic, especially like kind of slightly rare recipes or even gear that you can buy from some vendors. You can then just sell it on the auction house and people actually buy it. I don't know if because they're lazy or they just don't know that you can get it from a vendor. Either one, it's pretty cool. I might do a whole video on all the different ways you can make gold from vendor items. I think that'd be quite a cool video to do. Anyway, there you go. We have almost 40 gold of posted auctions, and we have 14 silver of auctions that are coming in, and we just need 1 gold and a few silver left to hit our 100 gold mark, and then we'll officially be 1% of the way there. I know that doesn't sound like much, but I feel once you've got your first 100 gold, the next 100 is going to be way quicker and way easier to get. Anyway, a couple more things have just sold, and I really hope we can get to our 100 gold mark, and we have got there. I am very pleased about that, so that is a bit of a milestone. And to celebrate, I'm going to get rid of herbalism. Now, for those of you who watch my channel regularly, you will know that I really don't like farming. I am not someone who enjoys it. I like the more interesting ways of making gold. And I know farming can be interesting for some people if you want to sort of min-max it and whatever. But for me, I am more into the auction house and I'm more into professions. So it only makes sense that we should really have 2 crafting professions. And I think now is the perfect time to do it. So I am going to get alchemy. I already have some old herbs saved up in my bank that were just kind of really cheap, so there was no point selling them. And the lucky thing is, a lot of the starter herbs just are really cheap, so hopefully getting to sort of level 100 alchemy will be fairly cheap, and then we can start trying to see what interesting potions we can make. Because that's the good thing about Classic, is that you actually need potions at every single level. You know, the leveling is so time consuming and quite difficult in terms of you die quite a lot, so people actually will want to buy whatever potions they can in order to get a bit of an edge, and that is why I think we could still make pretty decent gold with low level alchemy. That's my hope anyway. Realistically, I have no idea. Let's get a few vials and let us learn alchemy. First of all, let's unlearn herbalism. It's a shame because I got it to 200, but it's time to go. And we can get ourselves some alchemy. There we go. And the funny thing is, these things already make you profit. I mean, I know probably no one's going to buy an elixir of minor defense, but I bet some of them will sell. And the fact that they can make 6 silver profit each on my server, I can sell stacks of 10, and that's 60 silver. Sell 5 stacks of 10. Overnight, that's an extra 3 gold, literally from level 1 alchemy. Am I really going to sell 5 stacks of 10 of some random elixir of minor defense? Almost certainly not, let's be honest. But it is interesting that even the very, very lowest level potions do make some profits, and I can't wait to see, once we actually start leveling it up a bit more, what sort of profits we can make and what sort of interesting stuff we can do. So I'm very pleased with this alchemy switch. I also really want to get a sort of bank ult, which also has disenchanting, so I'm going to level up the character to level 5, get them enchanting, and they can be my disenchanter, because I'm pretty sure in Classic you can disenchant items at any level. so I can just send any items that make more profit from my Breakvids character. If I disenchant them, I can send them over to my bank alt, and then that can just be my disenchanter and also my poster. It's nice to have someone who's just always in the capital city, who can just always post and repost and run cancel scans, because that's the best way you're going to sell things, and that's the quickest way you can sell things. So I won't have to waste time getting my mage to come back to the capital cities and do all that. I can just do it all from my bank alt. So that's also what I'm going to be doing, but for now I am going to be staying with the alchemy and trying to level it up. And I don't know if you guys keep getting invited to these dodgy channel things. Seems to be some sort of gold sellers, well, they're like 10 gold, $2 US. So I mean, yeah, it's just some gold sellers. Look at that, guys, it means my 100 gold is worth $20 US. I am rolling in the cash, but I would suggest you guys do not join those, as I'm sure you know. Anyway, let's get all these herbs out for the moment and see what we can craft ourselves. I'll make some minor defense first, just because we'll see if they actually do sell. Almost certainly they won't. What else have we got? We can make 50 copper per healing potion. That's not really anything worth shouting about. I'm now just going to make some minor healing potions because I think those are the cheapest way I can level up. Also because I think you need the minor healing potions to make the lesser healing potions to level up even more. Anyway, I think I need some more silver leaf. So let us find some. It's at 14 copper each, 15 copper each, which is fairly good. I'm just going to buy a quick stack of 20. It's going to cost me like 3 silver. Might as well buy some more just in case. Okay, now we can go and try and make some more. Of course, another reason for getting alchemy is for the transmute. You always see people trying to buy transmutes and sell the cool stuff you get from transmutes. So I'm also kind of excited for doing that when I am obviously a lot higher level. We might have hit 35,000 subscribers by the time this video actually comes out. So if that is the case, then thank you everyone for helping me get that. I've had a lot of new subscribers recently, mostly from this challenge. So I've been really pleased with how that's been going. So thanks for all your support to everyone. And check this out, guys, a bit of a gold making tip from Trade Chat. Don't sell silk cloth under 40 silver the stack. You can make silk bandage and vendor it for 40 silver. And I know a couple of people have actually been saying that in my chat, so that's a bit of a sneaky way to make a bit of gold if your server sells the silk cloth for cheap enough. Don't know how many of these to buy really, I think probably like 100 or something. How many did we just buy? I have no idea. Get a couple more. Okay, now then, let us farm up the elixir, the minor healing potions. Hopefully it will stay red for as long as possible so we can get to the next level. My WoW head guide, which I'm following to teach me how to level up, that says I need to get to 60, and once I'm at 60 I can start making the lesser healing potions, so that is what we will aim to do. So I think for the moment I will craft elixir of minor fortitude to level up as much as possible, just because I already have quite a bit of earth root in my bag, and earth root and peace bloom is so much more cheaper than everything else, so I think that's going to be the cheapest way just to level up. I don't think the minor fortitude will sell for very much, but I mean it doesn't really matter. All I need is my earth root and my peace bloom, which I already have, so that's how I will get hopefully to level 110. I really need to invest in bigger bags or just make bigger bags, but they're just so expensive. Anyway, let's put a load of these for the moment into the bank to save some space, and then let's craft up. Oh look, I can make like 50 of the elixirs. I just need my peace bloom. And definitely let's get crafting these. Okay guys, so we are level 191, so I've been going up pretty quick. It's been fairly cheap so far. We've spent around 10, 12 gold leveling up, which isn't too bad. However, this next lot is going to be the most expensive. However, I can actually make some profit. Now, I make some profit making both of these. I'm going to make the Elixir Fortitude because that's what gets us the most profit and the most levels. So I'm going to make 20 of these. So hopefully that should be 3 gold profit if I sell all 20 of them. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of an investment for now, but it's fine. We've got the gold to invest, luckily. So I am going to buy 20 Wild Steel Bloom and 20 Gold Thorn. So here we go. Let us start making them. I wonder if these elixirs will actually sell. Increases players' health by 120. That's pretty powerful for leveling, to be honest. So I think they probably will sell. I'm fairly confident with that. But like I say, I'm really not an expert on Classic, guys, so I actually need to start doing my research and seeing what potions people actually use for dungeons and raids and all of that, because once you get to know that, then you can start to know which are the best potions and which are the best pretty much everything to be made. And that's another thing to think about is cooking. I also want to start getting my cooking up so we can make some nice food, but for now, let's just concentrate on the alchemy. I feel cooking's going to be fairly expensive to level, so we're going to have to be careful with that one. So here we go, just going to whack these on the auction house straight away. I'll sell them in 3 stacks of 5. Then I will sell them in 4 stacks of 1. And hopefully that's a nice bit of profit as well as getting our levels up in alchemy. And look at this, guys, it has literally sold already. So for those of you wondering, would I be able to make my profit from it? Well, in about 10 seconds it's been done. So easy gold and getting my alchemy up. I'm very pleased with that. Now apparently I cannot get the next load of alchemy, so the sort of expert alchemy or whatever it's called that gets you to level 300, the artisan alchemy I believe it's called, and I can't get artisan alchemy until I'm level 35 apparently. So I'm going to hit level 225 alchemy, and then I'm not going to be able to go any further until I actually get some levels and hit level 35. So that's fairly annoying. I'm a bit sad about that. I wanted to get as high as possible, but I suppose level 35 isn't too far off. It's only 7 levels from now. Anyway, to get to the rest of the time, I'm going to level up with Oil of Immolation, as this also gives 20 silver per oil. Anyway, let's make our oils, and then I think that's going to be about it. Overall, it's cost us around 30 gold to level up to 225. However, most of that we're going to make back in the items that we've made. In fact, we might even draw pretty much level in terms of spent. We'll see. So hopefully it will have cost me pretty much nothing to get to level 225 alchemy. Like I say, it's going to depend on if all of these potions sell and how much they sell for, but if they do, I'm pretty sure it won't have cost us much in the long run, and that's pretty good. Anyway, there we go, guys. We have reached level 225. I just want to get to level 35 now so I can actually improve my alchemy even more. But as you can see from my server, there are some things which make profit and some things which don't. But bearing in mind, alchemy is something which you can very much do pretty stacking with, so you can post in stacks of 5 for a lot more than the stack of 1 is for. Well, not a lot more, but a bit more, so hopefully the profit should be actually better than what it says here. Anyway, I'm going to repost my auctions, go to bed, and hopefully in the morning some stuff will have sold. Okay, so it is the next day, and I'm going to check the mailbox. So we have ourselves 30 gold, 63. And look, quite a few of our potions have sold. There's still quite a few left on the auction house, but most of the Oil of Immolation sold, which is really good. Actually made a nice profit on those. The Elixir of Fortitude sold. We made a nice profit on those. I think the healing potions we didn't make a profit, but still we made most of our gold back on those. And more Elixir of Fortitude. So really, again, we've almost made our gold back. And like I say, we've got so many more things on the auction house. that we probably will have made our gold back. So we'll pretty much have leveled to 225 alchemy for free. We're on 85 gold now, so sort of 15 gold less than we were when we first started the alchemy. But as you can see, we've sold another oil of immolation, so that's another 2 gold coming in. And we've got all these other oil of immolations, which I make a lot of profit on. I actually made more last night than what I had to. I didn't even do it for leveling, I just did it because I was making gold. So we've got a few more of those that will sell and bring in some gold. And we've also got a few more of the minor defense, which will sell and bring in some gold. So once all this is done, we will pretty much have made all of our gold back from alchemy. So that's been really, really good. I'm very pleased that it didn't cost us so much. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end of this video, guys. We are at 85, almost 86 gold. But realistically, we hit 100 gold this episode. We only lost some by investing in alchemy. And we'll soon have made that back when it sells by tomorrow probably. So 100 gold at least we are on, which I'm very pleased with. We are a solid 1% of the way there, but things are going to get a lot quicker in the next few episodes, I hope. And yeah, next episode we're definitely, I think, going to be trying to get to level 35 so I can improve on my alchemy. We're also going to be leveling tailoring because I've still got another kind of 70 levels to go with tailoring. So that should be good, and I'm already making nice gold from tailoring, so the more I can do, the better. And yeah, I really do want to get that level 5 bank ult up and sorted, so I don't have to waste time coming back to repost my auctions all the time. And also I can then start disenchanting, running some disenchant searches and doing some shuffles and everything like that. So that should be exciting. So stay tuned for the next episode. Hopefully we've gone up some levels by then, I've got my bank ult, and we can start making some more serious gold. But thanks very much for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already to stay up to date with the latest episodes. And until next time, see ya.